In this video, I want to take a look at a game which I played against, let's call him Mr. Smith. And I've known him for several years. We've played dozens of times. And, well, like most of the other players, he's very good in the opening, or at least he's better than me. He knows more opening theory. And he's also a very well-rounded player. He has no obvious weaknesses, and psychologically, he's also someone who is uh, very smart about the way he plays. Unlike other players, if he loses 2 games against me, he will stop playing. He will wait for someone else to finish their game, and he will play against them. And only later, once he's, recovered from the loss, um, will he then, play another game against me. So we have a Philidor Defence, and this is not an opening which I would recommend you play in a tournament game, or against someone who is very well prepared. But this is just a casual game, so and well, this is an engine line, but I'm not using Stockfish, so Stockfish is not gonna like some of the moves. But the reason I use this engine is because, well, it comes up with very interesting ideas. And this position should be better for white. And here my opponent didn't play the best move, which is capturing the knight. Better is bishop c4, taking advantage of the open diagonal. And well, this position is just better for white, because if you have to play a move like king f8, then you know that black did something went wrong, basically. And well, this position is pretty typical of this opening, except that the knights are usually still on their original squares. And this move is actually very interesting, knight c6, which is not a move I would have considered in the game, even if I had more time, because this was a 15-minute game with a 5-second delay, I think. So obviously you can't really calculate a lot of things. You're gonna miss a lot of stuff, and well, that's one of the other reasons why my opponent is also very difficult to beat, is because he has this uncanny ability to just match my tempo. So if I play quickly, he will play quickly. If I slow down and really try to pose problems, he will also slow down and really analyze the position, which is not something that I see very often. And well, here you have to play h6 because of the checkmate threat. And well, this should just be almost winning for white, because you have double isolated pawns, and this pawn is probably gonna drop at some point. You may be able to save this pawn, but if you can't, or if you get into an endgame, this is just gonna be a weakness. C4, not the best move. E6, and a similar tactic. If you take, you have this check, and you win the bishop. If you go back, here you're not winning the knight. If you take, you have this check, and then queen takes if you play g6. And here there's a very nice move, which is cute, I think. Bishop f4. Obviously you cannot take it because you lose the queen. And here I was going to play bishop takes on d2, but I thought queen g5 would be more interesting. Now, objectively speaking, this is the best move. And, well, this position should be better for black. But I took here, so only move. Knight c6. This is not a blunder. You can take the pawn with the queen. My opponent played bishop c3, which is actually not a bad move. If you capture, you can take, and well, I think this position should be dynamically equal. And yeah, here I missed a much better move, rook d8. After e3, black has an advantage. Nothing huge, but you know, if you take, you just get mated. So it's not so easy how to deal with the threat of taking on f2. And well, here, you know, I was sacrificing another pawn, but the king hasn't castled yet, and after the queen moves, you obviously cannot castle through check, so I have two pieces there. So that means this rook is not gonna come to d1 and challenge my rook. And well, if I castle here now, I have these two open files, so I do have some initiative, which I thought in a rapid game should be favorable for the attacking side, because generally speaking, it's a lot easier to attack than it is to defend. And this is a mistake, and I did not capitalize on the mistake. I played rook f4, and this might be the move that cost me the game. After takes, if king takes, you can take here, and well, what do? You take with the queen, you lose the queen, and if you take with the bishop, you get mated. So rook f4, and yeah, here my opponent missed a better move. I think g3, and I think queen g6, queen takes, and queen c2. And yeah, this is just winning for white. And well, here I thought about putting more pressure on the f pawn, but you know, I also thought that I don't want to give up that many pawns, because if my attack doesn't succeed, then I could be in a lot of trouble. Although in hindsight, maybe I should have played that move. And well, here we were already down to about 5 minutes. And well, my opponent is doing the sensible thing, just push the pawn. That way I have to divert one of my pieces to stop the pawn from queening, and then he can figure out a way to get this king safer and bring this rook into the game. And well, here I didn't take the bishop because, well, that's just simplifying the position when I'm down 2 pawns, and that should be a very simple technical win, because without the knight it's going to be very difficult to create mating threats against the white king. Rook h2 was a very... it came as a shock, because I just thought it was just a bad move. I think g3 was better, and as you will see, he did play g3 later on in the game, so I think that's just a waste of a move. Queen d5, the best move. And this particular opponent is not very greedy compared to other people, but in this game he was playing in a greedy sort of way, and well, now it's not looking so good for me. This bishop is very good, better than my knight, and well, I'm obviously down material. Here he played g3, which again, I don't know why he played it. It's not like I am threatening to take the pawn, because it is defended twice. And c6 is just a blunder. Here I checked, and well, king g1 is the only move. If you play king g2, then this is no longer winning for white. After knight f4 check, you have a perpetual, and you have to go back to g1, otherwise you get mated. So yeah, my opponent played king g1, and I lost on time. Now I don't have the rest of the game because, well, I was very low on time, so I didn't record the rest of it, but this was already losing. So anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and share and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.